Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, cosmic conscious luminous beings of infinite light. Happy Mother Virgin Mary Day of Ascension. This day many call the Assumption of Mary. This is the celebration of the divine feminine mother energy of Gaia. The Mother Mary, MaryAnn M, the Mother of the Holy Waters. Today the Solar Christos divine feminine activations have elevated to new levels of higher energetics. To celebrate, our local Solaris released multiple C-class flares and 3 massive M-class flares, the most powerful being an M2.73. This is 2 times the code of our 37 into the 73, Earth ascending into heaven. We are entering the Omega point through the Trinity Gate as Mother Earth continues her transformation into the paradise she has always evolved to be. This is a time of the great shift and our reunions with our galactic star families and divine heritage. We are going cosmic in consciousness as we experience our oneness through our heart centers with all life. In the beginning was the Word, the sound, the resonance that became the light and then the particle. We return to the original separation, what some call sin. It is the original sine wave of duality, and we transmit our forgiveness to oneself for creating the simulation of separation which caused the original suffering for humanity. This was the lesson of duality of living within a paradox of simulated motion we called the quanta. This created the quantum field in which time and space were created to live our sequences of experiences for the evolution and expansion of consciousness. Consciousness itself has evolved to the point of creating true immortality, which is living in eternal bliss consciousness. This is what we all seek, the infinite and eternal and remaining conscious, never falling from grace, or falling asleep into the dream of forgetfulness, in the self-realization of our true nature of Buddha consciousness. We free ourselves and all consciousness from the false constructs of limitation and lack into total peace and prosperity for all. As world-honored ones, we have the direct experience of the one in the many and the many in the one, and we end picking and choosing as we see the connection of the web of life running through all avatars of the light. Earth angelic ground crew of the 144, this is it. This is our time to rise, shine, and thrive. With the power of our almighty I Am presence, our divine will and pure intent, we co-create together the new heaven upon the new earth, never to fall from grace again. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end, and please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And thank you to everyone who will be joining us in our holding the daily vision of the Kin's domain. If you didn't watch the video we released earlier today, please watch that, titled New Earth Vision, Kin's Domain, where we all become caretakers, guardians, cultivators, curators, protectors of the sacred land, and our families live in sacred homes in nature, living in harmony with Mother Earth and each other. We will be holding our visions of the new Earth for the next 30 days at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for at least 73 seconds, and seeing our families living in these beautiful Kin's domains based on the stories of Anastasia from the Ringing Cedar series by Russian author Vladimir Megre about the divine goddess Anastasia from Siberia. So be sure to check out that video and continue to hold the visions for the new earth. And I'd like to also take a moment and thank everyone very much that continue to support us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to keep this daily service free to the public and to our people. So thank you all very much for making this work possible. We appreciate each and every one of you. And today on my journeys, I had a very powerful synchronicity with the Jericho Rose. I stopped in the local apothecary and they were selling Jericho roses. Some of you may have heard several weeks ago in my transmission, Paul White Gold Eagle. Every day I connect with my higher self, White Gold Eagle from 12th dimensional Venus. And this is how I start every transmission. And I received a download from my higher self several weeks ago about the Jericho Rose. This is also called the Resurrection Plant. Synchronizing with Mother Mary Day today, her ascension and the resurrection. The Jericho Rose is a plant that is immortal. It never dies. If it looks like it's brown and dead, all you have to do is add water and it comes back to life. So of course I had to purchase one of these beautiful plants for my queen, my sacred Condor. And in my journeys today, beautiful Mount St. Helens, in her majesty and grace, transmitted divine goddess feminine energies to me, which I will transmit through in today's transmissions, through my voice, through my resonance, and through my frequency. And now let us continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 17 degrees, 31 minutes Aries. Another 1773 code. The sun is at 23 degrees, 17 minutes Leo. Another 17 and 37 into the 73, heaven on earth. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 24 degrees Leo. Totally concentrated upon inner spiritual attainment. A man is sitting in a state of complete neglect of his body. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 18 degrees Aries. An empty hammock. From astrologyweekly.com. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Paramahansa Yogananda, self-realization, knowing your infinite nature, the positive prescriptions you should follow, niyama, purity, even-minded contentment, introspection, self-study, devotion to God, and self-discipline. To progress in meditation, you must be working to free yourself from pride, wrath, greed, jealousy. You must not be insincere with people. Say nothing you do not honestly feel. Do not selfishly seek anything from others. If you have no expectations, then what can people take from you? No one can hurt me because I have no ambition except for God. I wish anger on no man, and no one can provoke me by a display of anger. So strive to be peaceful, self-controlled, and sincere. Otherwise, the wrong behavior will negate the propitious effects of meditation. Every spiritual thought you think will be your eternal friend, and every evil inclination you acquire will be your enemy for a long, long time. It will pursue you until you slay it. Remember that. I am pointing out to you the step-by-step methods to God. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Linda Lee, celebration for the final disclosure has started. The planet is ready. Humanity is also ready. The time has come. Let us open our arms and hearts and celebrate the day of the final disclosure and the arrival of our divine family. Exciting time is coming. I mean very, very close. All is ready and coming. Get ready, dear warriors. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Roberto Nunez, gamma plasma light beams flow from the galactic sun to our sun into your body now, and activate the aurora grid, blue ray and indigo activations that bust illusions, bringing truth and the reminder of why we are here. You're not here to spend your life handing over your power. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Elizabeth Peru. Important energy message, your dark side is on display. Beautiful souls of the light, take note and listen up. Ever since the 8-8, there's been a tremendous amount of self-renewal taking place, due to formidable planetary alignments, including a full moon, 5 retrogrades, the Perseids meteor shower, solar explosions, Sirius rising, and Saturn directly opposite the Sun. In short, old emotionally charged and challenging situations have come back to the fore. This is old energy between you and others that you either didn't want to deal with before or have pushed down and tried to forget. It then becomes your dark and what you refuse to look at. It's what you hide and don't like about yourself. Right now, what you hide about yourself in relation to some key relationships is no longer hidden. It's all out in the open. You might not be liking what you have to face about yourself and others, but if you can be honest and ask for the lessons and steps ahead, you will evolve. From ElizabethPeru.com and from Divine Sistar of the Light, Ali Ray. Sending love and blessings in celebration of Mother Mary, the Divine Feminine, on this day of honor and celebration. On August 15th, the Feast of the Assumption, or simply the Assumption, is widely celebrated all over Christendom. This holy day marks the occasion of the Virgin Mary's bodily ascent to heaven at the end of her life. Assumption celebrations are accompanied by festivals, colorful street processions, fireworks, and pageantry. May all hearts be warmed and touched by the ever-present love of the beloved Divine Mother. Love and blessings to all. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Francois Seritzin. You are coming to the moment where there is nothing to prepare, nothing else to get, nothing else to develop, but just to be full, without condition or restriction, who you really are. Beautiful and divine day, magnificent alchemization and elevation to all the sowers and anchors of infinity, in these times so valiantly embodied. Namaste. And from Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens, the Golden Path, recalibrating, repositioning, relocating, message. The golden path can only open from the heart through the pure surrender to one's true identity and divine origin. The old personality and identity are fading away. The mind cannot guess how the golden path will unfold, returning to the center of the self, thus becoming sons. The true inner identity is currently being revealed to those ready. We are moving to a new life. A new mission is to be revealed. On the other hand, karma is personally and collectively playing out in order for the hidden and the subconscious obstacles to move out of the way once and for all, as the way to the new life is clearing in a fast track. Sudden redirections, no choice. The golden path is bringing vast life changes because of the important and necessary recalibration, repositioning, and relocating that is taking place at all levels. The most important living aspects of the broader self from parallel realities are available to be felt, seen, and heard more than ever, because they are co-playing in this game with us from this reality. We coexist with them in the big spiral of time and space mandala. The mandala has now opened its eternal life portals, and all living aspects are co-creating more consciously than ever before, in order for the best outcome to come into life for all aspects. This is not only about us, this is broader collective experience, and this is why there is nothing to stop it. Nothing. This is about the restoration of the feminine and the masculine union and organic flow, and all the realities that fell because of the Luciferian poison of separation. This is sacred. Adriane. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Pars Kute. Earth is entering a new powerful phase of its destined transition. The vibrational expansion from the magnetic core is shifting once more, bringing a higher resonance alliance to form between the Earth plane and this resonant universe. Arising from the magnetic core's vibrational shift, there are a series of powerful, restructured, multidimensional bands of light that are being reopened through all the vortexes across the planet. These new frequencies are here right now to support all of us in our next step of reconnection, designed to set in motion a personal resurrection within us. This is the time for us to liberate ourselves from the deep-seated old illusions that we have held onto for lifetimes. These illusions over time have been forged within our systems, creating a twist on truth. All the realms of light, the angels, light beings, the masters are holding a powerful platform of light around us during this next phase of our transition. We must be the one to initiate this next step because we have free will. We have the full capability within our hearts to step forward, to claim our natural birthright of being abundant and playing our role fully, moment by moment. Within divine love of one, Pars Kute, and from divine sister of the light, Suryananda, the great cosmic sun, together with the threefold ascension sun prophecy on the meaning and understanding of infinity in its most pure form, released onto Gaia Shift, 14th of August, 2022. This is another magnificent and powerful shift necessary for these times. This has been released from within the great central sun with Father and Divine Mother and the Elohim ever present. Prior to receiving this magnificent shift of the 14th of August, the great cosmic sun, together with the threefold ascension sun prophecy epiphany, was and will be experienced, this being the necessary prerequisite. From the threefold ascension sun sacred scripts, Akashic records. As Ayed and Suryananda have shared, the spiritual sun, the threefold ascension sun, have long been under a prophecy, set to come to fruition in these times as a greater understanding of that which has long been forgotten is once again remembered. As we look at infinity, this by its very description has drawn people as a magnetic pull from the immemorial, but infinity has no beginning and thus no end, having always been thus. In essence, as we look at infinity, we understand in deeper and more profound aspects than ever before whilst on Gaia. The great central sun, the omnipresent, omnipotent power of creation existence itself. The very heart of the cosmos, beyond distance or time. In essence, we look deeper into Alpha. Philosophers and many people of all walks of life over many centuries have endeavored to describe what is infinity and does infinity exist. This has gone hand in hand with what is the meaning of creation and who am I? As Suryananda asked a spiritual teacher in 1983, what is the meaning of creation? Which set Suryananda on the path long destined with Ayed, not only in this present life on Gaia of Suryananda, but as encompassed within Ayed and Suryananda's role and path on the great central sun and creation. This is one of the elements within the spiritual sun, the threefold ascension sun. Thus this being within our remit on the spiritual sun, a philosophy not known or revealed to man or woman. Ayed and Suryananda have other prophecies set to be revealed from and within the great central sun. However, this prophecy stands alone. To understand infinity in its purest aspect, we have to be in both pure consciousness and non-physical forms, meaning we look at this beyond the confines of the physical world, such as Gaia, but with the great cosmic sun, the second and dual sun of the threefold sun trinity of the great central sun, being aligned specifically with the threefold ascension sun. As described in this shift, although the inhabitants on Gaia are all away from source in its true sense, nevertheless this shift will assist those on Gaia into a much better and longed-for understanding as to the meaning of infinity than has been so for long durations of Gaia. The great cosmic sun thus has one of its many roles on creation, working with the threefold ascension sun, as that which has long been prophesied is set to come into the consciousness of those on Gaia as the expansion of consciousness expands to include infinity in its purest form. The meaning, recognition, and awareness of the great central sun, with its vastness through eternity, has long been predestined for those on Gaia to remember. There will be more shifts, as also with the great cosmic sun and the threefold ascension sun, as this ancient prophecy unfolds further onto Gaia, as and when released also from the great central sun and the great galactic sun, and when timing has come to fruition other suns. These are extremely powerful times which are necessary as Gaia and inhabitants on Gaia ascend further into higher vibrational frequencies. The great cosmic sun became the fourth higher self of the ancient ones from the great central sun, whilst the great galactic sun was the sixth higher self. Ayed and Suryananda have confirmed the higher selves of the ancient ones to the 12th. Other higher selves of the ancient ones have been completed but not shared due to time up to the 22nd. And from divine Brothra of the light, Matt Bell, giant leaps, yes, massive leaps we as humanity are making. The veil is down since it was pulled down on the summer solstice 2022 and on Lionsgate 8/8/2022. A new color revealed itself, ultraviolet fractal ray. So on the end of the violet spectrum at 800 terahertz. We've just had the last supermoon and people are now connecting with star family. The Schumann is taking us up in stages as the planet's water systems are being restored to their natural flow patterns across the planet. So also the weather is adjusting to that released natural flow. The dark evil ones against humanity are being pushed up into the light and being exposed for their deeds, which changes people once solid belief systems against their once hypnotizing captors, opening of and releasing people portals to source and connecting on an expanded level from before, more open to other concepts and seeking more answers. Others who are high vibe are unlocking past life memories and becoming more at ease and joyful, starting to co-create alternate systems of self-governance, leading another narrative to chaos, but a holistic society instead. Yes, epic leaps ahead we are making as humanity. Much love, Matt Bell. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Mary Long. The more aware we become of our truest self, the more we are shifting this planet. As conscious creators in a physical form, we forgot who we are once we incarnated here on this beautiful blue planet we call Earth. That denseness is being lifted the more energy we bring into us from the light of all creation above and below, and the more aware we are of becoming of just how powerful we truly are. A thought can turn into a physical experience even if one is unaware of just how powerful their thoughts are. Even words have vibrations that move out into the collective. It is vital we embrace our own truth and not follow the crowd, so to speak. We are not robots that can be controlled by the crowd. Even in high school, we would think we have to be something different to be popular or have friends. You have to see through the veils of programming we have all been under during our journeys on this physical plane. We knew we would forget our true essence once we birthed on this planet, only to discover that deep within us was the truth. It just took a bit of shaking to awaken. Others may have found this earlier in their lives, while others are still trying to find that part of them or figure out these feelings they are having. When an awakening comes, it is not always an easy task and will constantly try to sway us back into the empty, thoughtless shells we were taught to be. As we climb higher and higher within our own consciousness, the more aware we become of just how powerful we truly are. After all, we are born with the gifts of Creator God, but it is suppressed and shamed by those who think they know what is best for us. These chains are being broken around the world, and the more humanity becomes aware of their truest selves, the higher and higher we go in dimensions way beyond this physical existence we are living. Even scientists are becoming more aware of this, that there are multiple dimensional planes of existence, that Earth is a multiverse of infinite possibilities even beyond our physical presence as humans. One must take time in silence and listen to the yearnings of their souls. Time to let go of all outer appearances and start trusting ourselves. We are all leaders here. We were never meant to be followers. Remember the gifts God gave us is within every one of us. We are all gods and goddesses here, for within us is the power of all creation. And from divine Sistar of the Light, Judith Kusel, the shift into one. The shift is intensifying with a deep homecoming of souls in the truth of who and what they in truth are, a sense of coming home to the deepest essence of what it means to be as one with the divine within and all of life and life forms, expanding universally, multi-universally, cosmically, the deep belonging, the sense of having wandered far away and so long being off course, lost in the wilderness of the desert of duality, and now finally coming home to the truth, that all that is within, not outside, within. Every soul indeed embraces all of creation within it, as much as there is a whole cosmic ocean in one single drop. With it the great insight and understanding, the deepest knowing is emerging, that we were never separated from the divine, nor from anyone or anything. We are played out the acting roles in the matrix of duality, but finally now we are stepping out of it and gain the highest perspective, where we cannot see, play out, nor experience duality any longer. All is dissolved. When you take a spinning top and paint one half black and the other white, when it is stagnant you can clearly see division. That is the third dimension. Yet go and spin that top, and the faster it spins, the more the division disappears, and you can only see a type of spinning white-gray. This is indeed what the higher dimensions are all about. The faster the telluric energy fields spin, the more unity and oneness is attained. From the fifth upwards, all start spinning so fast that all flows into one. There is such a blessing, such an inpouring of love, such an inpouring to the recreation happening now, that in this sense of deep homecoming, your soul is finding its wings, and can now finally soar and fly higher and higher, and indeed experience itself in all its wonder and glory, as the divine created it to be, and it embraces the divinity within. There is a sense of awe and wonder that it, as soul, was uniquely created, and slots in perfectly within the greater whole, and has its own unique role to fulfill within the greater creation, visible and invisible, known and unknown. The soul itself has traversed the universes, and has had incarnations in other dimensions, life and life forms, and parallel lives, and it is immortal, infinite. Once you are being stretched like this, and feel the joy of infinite freedom to explore, to create, to be inspired, and to explore what infinity means, what it is to be free, and what it means to be so inspired from within, that you literally now just wish to co-create a totally new life, and new beginnings, as you are reborn into the new earth and new golden age. The old earth has lost its stranglehold on you, yet you are always free. You just forgot this. My heart and soul are expanding with love, with gratitude, with infinite wonder and awe, as I am witnessing this. I have no further words to describe this. You need to experience this for yourself in your own unique way, as you are ready and open to receive these immense blessings, as you finally have cast away the old Adam and old Eve and old Lilith within you. The new seventh human race is emerging, is dancing its way into form and being in the seventh earth. And indeed the whole cosmos is here witnessing this, and assisting us in all and every form and way. The white flame is sweeping, purifying, intensifying, as all is purified, clarified, the truth emerging like tsunamis of the divine waters of life, washing clean. The fires of transfiguration are raging, and indeed we are being alchemized in the highest and purest sense, and transformed into a new, much higher dimensional form of physicality, and soul expansion and soul mastery as never before. Embrace it all. The time of huge expansion is here, and on all fronts. There is no going back. Forwards and outwards and into infinite space we are flying, and higher than ever before. and our infinite power source is heart-powered through the infinite divine power of love. From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica, Cosmic Awakening. We continue to express your great light achievement with all beings in the world. To see your role in reaching us is simply aligning your complex light matrix to meet our light field. As you advance, your light field will continue to appear before you like a library of light. You will gain access to new light levels of awareness and tools to reach the complexities of you, your personal light maze, to enter the energetic field to discover, clear, love, and reach us, the crystalline light framework, universal love, to see the cascading light before you as we assist and guide, reassure and align all that feel into this message. The complexities of your world is simply an energetic layer you reside in, a layer of your multidimensional world, as the light evolution continues, sending waves of cosmic love, the Arcturians and Karen, from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. At your core, you are unconditional love. However, so many people have put conditions on your love and their love of you, that this pure essence of your soul and spirit has diminished. However, the Most High is revealing your new heart, waking you up to the beautiful, radiant, loving being that you are. He is also destroying all that has blocked you from this love, so you can embrace this version of yourself regardless of outer circumstances. This may result in purging the ego's belief systems around relationships, requiring rest and isolation. A defrag is happening, bringing great endings to who you were. Lack of direction and unknowns with discombobulation may make this a vulnerable, sensitive time. Hold space as you clear, release, forgive, and heal. This rebirth brings major transformation into everlasting life. Continue embracing this through self-love and self-care to help combat any feelings of despair and hopelessness that may be surfacing. These feelings may be connected to past love bombing and string-along situations. They knew to abuse the emotions with fake love to manipulate and take your life force energy. As the karma of these toxic entities neutralize, you will be able to tap into the abundance that's resulting from this major healing of betrayal and heartache. What begins today is leading to many blessings for the future of New Earth. Your efforts to end this pattern brings God's justice to heal the collective. A fresh new start is ahead, where you compassionately take action in showing others what love is. In Jesus Christus' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn, Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Adriane Elyse, Gaia Daily, August 15th through the 19th, and we rise. The Sun in Leo is opposite of Saturn in Aquarius. We are beginning to complete the energy of all of the last few weeks of fixed squares. We are facing the truth that we don't really know who we are, and exposing everything that has been keeping us stuck as who we are not. Mars in Taurus is just coming off of a square with Saturn in Aquarius, trying to move the wheel of time. Now Mars is in a trine with Pluto in Capricorn. There is harmonious support for breaking contracts that have been keeping us playing small and living according to the dictates of outside energies and agendas. Mercury in Virgo is coming into a trine with Uranus in Taurus. We can only accommodate and receive these higher frequency energies if we clean up our psyche. We are making huge leaps and bounds in deprogramming and claiming back our own power and reality. Mercury will go on to trine up with Pluto and Capricorn next weekend. With all Earth signs represented, we are feeling a supportive energy that can help us to ground out and stabilizing in this new reality. Venus has moved over into the sign of Leo, bringing her into a sweet trine with Jupiter and Aries this week. This Friday, the day of the week associated with Venus, she moves from 7 degrees to 8 degrees Leo, while Jupiter retrograde moves from 8 degrees to 7 degrees Aries. This is a fiery activation and empowerment of the feminine within each of us. We are coming out of hiding and getting more and more brave and showing the world who we really are. We are starting to feel an intense square between Chiron and Aries and Black Moon Lilith and Cancer. There is tension around our fight for our freedom and autonomy, and the dark, shadowy secrets that have been keeping us from being able to. We are delving deep in order to uncover, heal, and release these shadowy beliefs. This square peaks out at the end of August. Mercury and Virgo will come into an opposition with Neptune and Pisces next weekend. We are confused about our direction and perspective. This activation of mutable signs is inviting us to shift and adjust to the new frequency vibrations. This set of dynamic transits with Mercury is giving us the opportunity to break free from mind control and take back our life. With Uranus close to the north node of the moon in Taurus, and opposite of the south node of the moon in Scorpio, it's all about a new, more appropriate timeline trying to snap back into place, and the exposing of darkness that is holding us back. These Earth trines and a fire trine with Venus and Jupiter this week are harmoniously supporting us in adjusting to the massive changes as our frequencies dramatically rise. From AdrianeElyse.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Mercury and Virgo trine North Node in Taurus. It's been an intense few days. Today and tomorrow, our cosmic messenger pings the North Node, Uranus conjunction. Although the atmosphere is still heavy with the waning sun's opposition to Saturn, mentally we are prepped for the karmic mission ahead. We've had the reality check. Now the mind is clearer about what improvements need to be made to complete this part of the lesson. Asteroid Emma is conjunct Mercury here too. Emma means whole or universal. Maybe for some the name itself will be significant, but for everyone it's about knowing that we are part of something greater. Universal themes around wellness, material security, and helping one another are elevated right now. When we think as one, healing occurs. Sometimes we don't see the significance of a small step, a subtle change in thinking, a fleeting conversation until later. Pay attention. The universe is speaking. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 89, Red Spectral Moon. Spectral is the name for the number 11, and its keywords are liberation, release, and dissolve. The 11th day is always in opposition to the wave spell energy, so as we are in the blue storm wave spell and red moon is the challenge of the blue storm. In a sense, we are liberated from that wave spell agenda for one day. The number 11 releases and frees us, and liberation feels pretty good, especially if you are a red moon. Today, as I said, is the red moon, which represents purify flow and universal water. The moon has a huge influence on the tides of the oceans and the tides of time. We are undeniably affected by the moon. It is foolish to try like King Canute to stop the tide. No one has such power, and so our only option is to surrender and go with the flow. This fits perfectly with the number 11 energy. In complete contrast to the crazy blue storm wave spell agenda, today is the calmness in the eye of the storm. Be still, relax, and let go. There is nothing you can do about it anyways. Today's guide is the red moon too, and so a double dose of chilling out is the order of the day. There really isn't any point in trying to change anything today, or try to control the outcome of any plans. A double dose of moon energy is just too much lunar influence, and the tide is too strong. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Red Spectral Moon, 11 Muluk, Keen 89, 15th of August 2022, Liberating Flow. 15/8/2022 equals 686 equals 614 equals 65 equal 11 equal 2. 686, abundance flowing through heaven's gate. Day codes 15, charisma, magnetism, joy, spiritual alchemy. 6. Heaven, Christ consciousness, harmony, family, fertility. 11. Portal, gate, polarity, illumination. 2. Twins, partners, duality, cooperation. Month year codes. 8. Infinite abundant source flow. 6. 14. Media, publicity, promotion, recognition. 5. Freedom, liberation, change, transformation. Keen 89 equals 17 equal 8. Infinity, abundance, 8-8, double abundance. A powerful day for liberating our natural abundant flow. A day of further cleansing and purification in order to build a new foundation of peace and abundance. Today is a very special day. Red spectral moon, Keen 89, marks the final passing and ascension date of Jose Arguelles Volume Votan, father of the dream spell and the harmonic convergence of 1987. Please take a moment to touch your heart and give gratitude and love to this remarkable divine soul. We are all truly blessed that he walked this earth to guide us in this revolutionary time. Day 11 in the blue storm wave spell of purification, cleansing, transformation, and evolution. This is the day we celebrate our planetary liberation from the past. All the energies collectively were built up and released in a wondrous explosion of light, self-generated by the star bliss suns, anchoring, grounding, and radiating this light in the human global grid. Today we can release the necessity to generate any more energy for transformation. We can simply let go and choose to go with the new flow. Tone of creation, spectral, is the 11th tone of creation. It operates in the emotional realm, and its actions are that of dissolving, releasing, and liberating. This is a very powerful opportunity to release the past and move forward, fearlessly free from obstructions. The spectral action, together with the 5 and 8 codes, will dissolve all impediments to you finally claiming your true power and abundance. Wiping the slate clean, you can now build a new foundation of solid abundance. Tone 11 symbolizes a gateway in polarity, and together with the 11-day code, we have a double gate, inviting you to step through into a new world filled with joy and unlimited prosperity. What are you waiting for? Hop to it. We are now free to be the magnificent galactic change agents that we came here to be. Free to assist others in their awakening process, catalyzing greater planetary transformation, and so mote it be, ×3. Today's question is, what do I need to dissolve in order to feel totally liberated and flow with the unconditional love of the goddess? Divine blessings for your final liberation and finding your beautiful goddess flow. In la ketch a la keen. Christina, White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 89, Red Spectral Moon. The mantra, the code for today is, I dissolve in order to purify. Releasing flow, I seal the process of universal water with the spectral tone of liberation. I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sistar of the Light, Bev Morrison, for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. And I'd like to also welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Elyse Simon, for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. If you'd like to help support our work and mission and this channel, and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com, or you can make a one-time donation to our PayPal account at the links at eaglelovecondor.com. I would like to also welcome and thank Divine Angel of the Light, Cheeky Cherub, to our YouTube membership, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. And I'd like to also thank Angel of Love for joining us on YouTube memberships. Thank you both very much for your support, and thank you all for continuing to support us in our work and mission. We couldn't be doing this work without you, so deep gratitude for you all. We'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You could purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, Zodiac Goddesses healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a powerful divine decree from Divine Sister of the Light, Sandra Walter. I am the amplification of my heart's infinite radiance. I am presence. Reveal the infinite Christ expansion of the divine presence residing in my sacred heart. From ascensionpath.com. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a beautiful and blessed week ahead, and keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The Eagle and the Condor love you all. Namaste.